Thanks to our viewer for bringing up this important question. Is there an easy way to mark an invoice as paid on a split bank transaction? This issue is common among small business owners processing bank receipts in Sage Accounting, and fortunately, there are effective solutions. In the banking section of Sage, we encounter a common scenario: a single deposit that needs to be divided between two customers. That part is straightforward, but notice, when I try to allocate the receipt, nothing happens. This indicates that Sage does not permit this action directly. So, how do we overcome this? Let me show you. It's crucial to have the split amounts ready for each customer before starting. For example, I've already determined that $759 needs to go to the Chaka customer and $2,300 to the VicBay customer. Start by selecting Customer as the transaction type, since these are receipts from customers. Then I'll choose one of the two customers, in this case Chaka, and click on the split transaction icon. All the fields have been populated automatically. However, we need to adjust the total amount from 3059 to 759 in the inclusive field. This adjustment reflects the specific amount received from the Chaka customer. Upon opening the additional fields, you'll notice there's no option to match this receipt directly to an invoice, which is exactly the issue our user highlighted. So, what's our next step? How do we navigate this challenge? First, I'll complete the allocation for the split transaction. Now, selecting VicBay, I allocate the remainder of the receipt, which is $2,300. It's crucial to ensure that the total of the split amounts matches exactly with the deposit total, leaving a zero remainder amount. This step confirms everything is balanced correctly, a prerequisite set by Sage before allowing us to proceed with the system. You'll notice, as with the Chaka customer, that upon opening the Show More Details for the transaction line, there is no option available to allocate this deposit amount directly to an outstanding invoice. At this stage, there is nothing more to do, so I'm going to save this split bank receipt transaction. I'm going to demonstrate two methods for allocating a split receipt transaction to an invoice, allowing you to choose the one you prefer. With these techniques, handling this process will become straightforward. Method 1 works as follows. Navigate to the top menu and select Customers. Then move down and choose Allocate Receipts. This action opens the Customer Allocation screen. Here select the customer for whom you're allocating receipts. I will choose Show Outstanding Only, a filter that displays all unmatched invoices alongside unmatched receipt amounts for that customer. On the left-hand side of the screen, you will see all the customer invoices that have not been matched with receipts. And on the right-hand side, you will find all the receipts that have not been allocated to an invoice. There, right at the bottom, is the receipt of $759, that we have just processed in the banking section. I can match it to invoice 41 simply by dragging the receipt over to the invoice. Notice how the balance due amount drops to 0. While we're here, I'll process to match all these unallocated receipts to their corresponding invoices. Indeed, the receipts align perfectly with the outstanding invoices, eliminating all due balances. Once I'm satisfied with the allocation, I'll click Save and we'll return to the Customer Receipt section. Moving on to the second method for matching a split receipt to an invoice. You'll notice the receipt of 2,300 from Vic Bay displayed at the top. Stay with me as I demonstrate how to apply this method effectively. Begin by clicking on the blue receipt number located under the document number heading. This action will open the receipt we've recorded in the banking screen. What's helpful is that Sage displays both the receipt details and any unpaid invoices at the bottom. This setup offers you the chance to allocate the split receipt directly to these invoices from the bottom section of the screen. You can allocate the receipt by simply clicking the Allocate tick box next to the transaction line you wish to assign it to. Notice I have an outstanding invoice, number 40 for 2,300, precisely matching the amount received in the split transaction. When I click the Allocate tick box, watch how the unallocated amount at the bottom of the screen clears as soon as it's ticked. Isn't that straightforward and easy? To complete the transaction, just press the Process button. I want to take a moment to show you how to verify if customer allocations have been done correctly, similar to what we did in method 1. Start at the top by clicking the blue Allocate Receipt button. In the Customer field, select Vic Bay. I'll keep the default settings to ensure all unallocated receipts are displayed, and then press Refresh. Once again, you'll see invoices that haven't been matched with deposits on the left, and the unallocated receipts are displayed on the right side of the box. We match the receipts to the invoices by dragging them over. And here I'm demonstrating that it's possible to allocate more than one receipt to a single invoice. By the end of this process, there are no unallocated receipts left, and the invoice is fully settled with these 3 receipts, resulting in a 0 balance. We finalize the process by clicking Save. I'm now going to demonstrate that there should be no outstanding receipts left to allocate to this customer's account when I access the Allocate Receipts for the Vic Bay customer. As you can see, Sage successfully meets our expectations once more, flawlessly handling the allocation of split banking receipt transactions. My usual practice is to return to the Sage Accounting dashboard, where I can view a comprehensive snapshot of my business. If you enjoyed this answer to a fundamental question and want to see how I handle banking in Sage, I encourage you to visit my video on processing customer bank receipts. There you'll get to look over my shoulder as I share my best tips. Are you interested in trying out Sage? In the description of the video, you will find a link to the Sage 30-day free trial. It's the perfect chance to see how it can simplify your small business's accounting. Thank you for watching. See you soon.